This is the AEW All In 2025 full show results video which takes place at Arlington's Globe Life Field, Texas. The show started with a match between Shane Taylor Promotions vs Sons of Texas, and the result of this match was Sons of Texas defeated Shane Taylor Promotions by pinfall with an iron claw press from Dustin Rhodes on Carly Bravo. The next match happened between Big Boom AJ and the Conglomeration vs Don Callis family, Hechicero, Lance Archer, Rocky Romero, and Trent Beretta, and the result of this match was Big Boom AJ and the Conglomeration defeated Don Callis family by pinfall with a power boom from AJ on Rocky Romero. The next match happened between FTR vs the Outrunners, and the result of this match was FTR defeated the Outrunners by pinfall with a schoolboy pin and feet on the ropes from Dax Harwood on Turbo Floyd. The next match happened between Death Riders and Gabe Kidd vs the Ops for the AEW World Trios Championship, and the result of this match was the Ops defeated Death Riders by pinfall with a muscle buster from Samoa Joe on Wheeler Yuta, retaining the AEW World Trios Championship. Post-match, the challengers take out their frustration on the champions, a neutralizer for Joe, a piledriver for Shibata, chair shots to Hobbs on the floor. Claudio Horsecalas Samoa with a chair, hits running stomp Pillmanizes Samoa Joe's neck. Then we saw a men's casino gauntlet match and winner gets a future AEW World Championship match. Mark Briscoe and Maxwell Jacob Friedman start the match. Ricochet enters the match third, then Bandito enters the match fourth, Konosuke Takeshita enters the match fifth. We see Max working Bandito over, grabbing the mask, the countdown timer ticks and Mystico enters the match sixth. Mystico takes his time entering while the crowd grooves to his music, he stands STCK still in front of Friedman and unloads with punches. Handspring back elbow, knuckle lock, lucha arm drag sends Takeshita to the floor. Josh Alexander enters the match 7th, then Anthony Bowens enters the match 8th, Roderick Strong enters the match 9th, then Brody King enters the match 10th. Bandito off the top, frog splash, the countdown timer ticks, and Juice Robinson is back and enters at 11, cleans Haven and looking weirdly. Robinson unloads on Ricochet but the Gates of Agony finally get involved to help their boss out. Kota Ibushi enters the match 12th. Beast Mordos enters the match 13th, Platinum Max Caster enters the match 14th. Caster moseys to the ring and does his open challenge shtick, asking the crowd to chant for him standing over a hurting Anthony Bowens in the aisle. Bowens trips him up, Roddy blasts him with a knee and then trades chops with Briscoe in the middle of the ring. Mark underhooks, countered, fireman's carry double knee gutbuster but Briscoe drops him with a big lariat. Underhooks, Briscoe hits Jay Driller on Roderick Strong, then MJF throws Mark out of the ring and steals the victory with a lateral press, earning himself an AEW World Championship match. Stokely Hathaway cuts a promo backstage, saying FTR are down with the Outrunners and they're going to be watching the tag title match tonight, and better than that, they're going to be on commentary for that one and they hope that everybody has a good time. Then we see Adam Cole in the ring to officially relinquish the AEW TNT Championship. He talks about how much it means for the fans to be supportive of him every step of the way and he'll love us forever for it. He doesn't want to take up any more time and he thanks everyone for making AEW special and changing his life. He leaves the belt in the ring and waves his adieu, leaving with his pals in Paragon and stopping for a hug and some words of encouragement from Daniel Garcia. Then we saw a match between Daniel Garcia vs Dustin Rhodes vs Kyle Fletcher vs Sammy Guevara for the AEW TNT Championship. In the end, Garcia nails Guevara with a piledriver, Dustin steals a pin on him with a crucifix, but he kick out. Danny with chops on chops, roll over, step through, Dragon Tamer is applied in the middle of the ring, then Dustin rolls through and reverses, and the result of this match was Dustin Rhodes won the match by pinfall with a small package, becoming your new AEW TNT champion. Post-match, all the various Sons of Texas hit the ring to celebrate Dustin's victory. Sammy Guevara is briefly conflicted but ends up hugging his mentor. Then we saw a match between Shane Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay vs Young Bucks. If Swerve and Ospreay win, the Young Bucks will no longer be executive vice presidents of AEW, and if the Young Bucks win, both Ospreay and Strickland will be barred from challenging for the AEW World Championship for 1 calendar year. In the end, we see Swerve with the pep talk, Hidden Blade connects, but Nicholas shoves Strickland into the cover to break it up. Strickland tags in, elbow pad is off, Matthew down and out kneeling in the middle of the ring, reaching for his corner, and they delivered house call Hidden Blade total elimination, and the result of this match was Shane Strickland and Will Ospreay won the match by pinfall, stripping the Young Bucks of their executive vice presidencies in AEW. Then we saw a women's casino gauntlet match, and the winner gets a future AEW Women's World Championship match. Chris Statlander and Megan Bayne start the match. Action to the floor, Chris wipes her out, moonsault off the apron, but she wastes time flexing and the Megasis dives on her. Fate's Descent connects and the countdown timer ticks, and Willow Nightingale enters third, then Tay Mello enters the match fourth. We see Penelope Ford goes up top to run interference, Anna Jay cuts her off, but Harley Cameron appears in a protective face mask and shoves her down. Tay clears the ring, Anna lights Penelope up, Harley comes to her aid and they chase Ford up the aisle as the countdown timer ticks, and Thekla enters the match fifth, Julia Hart enters the match sixth, then Queen Aminata enters the match seventh. Nightingale says Queen up top, meeting of the minds on Hart and Blue, mounted punches on Julia but Sky again saves her pal and lands a cheeky Nando's on Willow. Hart climbs up with her, stereo spider superplexes from Julia and Thekla as the countdown timer ticks and Mina Shirakawa enters the match 8th. Athena enters the match 9th, then Thunder Rosa enters the match 10th, Syuri enters the match 11th. Syuri drops Athena, Shirakawa with a rolling soul butt, favor returned, off the ropes, under the lariat, fast-paced, good footwork, Snapmare connects, the countdown timer ticks, and Alex Windsor enters the match 12th. In the end, Rosette and Shirakawa rise from the wreckage, Mina with the diving sling blade, lining her up but Thunder blasts her with a backfist. Kick combination, big knee, Shirakawa with a pair of rolling elbows, a buzzsaw roundhouse kick, Hurricane, but no cover. She drags Rosa into the middle of the ring, spinning toehold, then Athena delivered with the O-face out of nowhere, and the result of this match was Athena won the match by pinfall with the O-face on Mina Shirakawa, earning herself a future AEW Women's World Championship match. The next match happened between JetSpeed vs. the Hurt Syndicate vs. the Patriarchy for the AEW World Tag Team Championship, and the result of this match was the Hurt Syndicate won the match by pinfall after hitting a spear by Lashley to Christian. After the match, upset about having Christian tossed into them, FTR got into the ring and confronted the Patriarchy. Christian was backing down and leading his troops out of the ring. But then Nick Wayne grabs him and hits the unprettier. FTR is shocked but encourages Wayne along, setting up a concerto for him, but Adam Copeland is here, and he's got his board of nails. Rated R runs over Nick on the way to the ring and clears it. He stares down Christian, who is coming through. He drops his weapon, helps him up, and tells his former best friend, "Go find yourself." Then we saw a match between Mercedes vs. Toni Storm for the AEW Women's World Championship. In the end, Toni charges in for the hip attack, Mercedes with a small package for 2 counts. Back to the statement maker, fighting over a fireman's carry, lung blower connects. Hip attack follows, fighting up in the turnbuckles, Toni lands a kiss, hooks her, and delivered Avalanche Storm 0, and finished Mercedes' winning streak in AEW, and retains the AEW Women's World Championship. Then we saw a match between Okada vs. Kenny Omega, and whoever wins will take both AEW International and Continental Championship. In the end, we see both men down and out, slow recovering, on their hands and knees as they crawl to face each other, forehead to forehead, from their knees and to their feet, and they start trading elbows. V-Trigger gets a dropkick, ripcord, counter with the small package, then Revolution body slam from Kazuchika, another ripcord, and Okada won the match by pinfall with the Rainmaker, retaining the AEW Continental Championship, and becoming your new AEW International Champion and your first ever AEW Unified Champion. In the main event of the show, we saw a Texas death match between Jon Moxley vs. Hangman Adam Page for the AEW World Championship. In the end, we see someone in a Blue Panther mask slide into the ring. A yes chant and a Buseku knee on Yuta later, and he unmasks to reveal it's Bryan Danielson. Then Darby Allin descending from the light structure above, Mox is distracted by this so long that he takes a buckshot lariat from the Hangman, while Darby hits a coffin drop on the Death Riders on the outside. Then Young Bucks slide into the ring for a double superkick and an EVP trigger on their former best friend. Then Moxley and Schaffer pull out a bed of nails to bring into the ring. Page tries to get to his feet, only for Mox to catch him with a curb stomp and a Death Rider DDT, sending the Hangman onto the nails. Marina goes for the briefcase, but on her way back finds she's been handcuffed to the timekeeper's table. Prince Nana's done the deed here, celebrating as Strickland comes out to even things up by handing a chain to Page. Finally, Hangman brings Mox over to the ropes once more, choking the champ out with the chain over the top rope, until Mox has no choice but to tap out, and Hangman Page becomes the new AEW World Champion. How much you would rate the AEW All In 2025 show? Tell me in the comments, and thanks for watching.